Let's get it popping, man. You know what time it is? Your boy, Mr. J Hill. J Hill Podcast. We here. Special guest is in the building. This young lady needs no introduction, but we're going to give her the best introduction. Entrepreneur, personality. She's not new to the cameras or anything like that, but I don't want to rewrite your story because the story has already been written, and I feel like you are continuing to write your story. I was going to say, like, you're in a new place where you're rewriting your story when that's not true. You're just writing another chapter of the book. Alexis, Skyy in the building. How you feeling?
Great. How are you?
I'm all right, man. We was talking about, before we jump into the interview, you were saying, like, am I ready for marriage? Mm-hmm. And I was like, can you ever be ready for marriage?
I don't know.
You don't know?
That's a good question.
I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all heard that, but blame my engineer, Kyron.
I don't think anybody's ever really ready. I think we all want that, and those are our desires, but I don't think anybody's really ready. But you just look like really young, so I was like, wow, like when you said my fiance, like you don't really hear that from young black men nowadays. Like, you know.
They be trying to hide them. Why not? Especially when there's a beautiful lady in that face, why not? It's like, she in the house, she don't know what's going on, but yeah. Nah, I feel like it's a certain type of man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a certen caliber of man. Like, nah, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta hide. She out and open. She right there on the page, click right there, boom. What about you, though? I feel like you probably thought she was ready in every relationship. She's like, no.
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Maybe about one, I thought, because I was never ready to be, like, I was having fun. But now, I think that, I would be open to it. But it would have to be, like, somebody that's my best friend because, commitment is big. And, being with one person forever is big, so.
But I would assume.
It's not hard. It's just, it has to be the right person, your best friend.
That's true.
And you got to really get to know who the person is. So that was probably, like, one of my problems. Like, I really never really got to know my past situations because, like, you got to really, like, can I be with this person for the rest of my life?
Right. When you say it gotta, like, when you say marriage, right, what does marriage look like to you? Just curious, picking your brain.
I think it looks like one, like you become one. Everything is one, You build together, you grow together. You're supposed to, be each other's backbone. I don't feel like I feel like the man should be the backbone, but I also feel like the woman should also be there as well, in many other ways.
I want to change my answer. I think I am ready for marriage. I'm going to tell you why. I feel like I came to the understanding or the realization that everything I thought marriage was going to be is not. Mm-hmm. Right? And I think when I came to that realization, that's when I just told my fiance this, when I really learned to love her. Because everything I thought should be marriage, everything I thought was like my soulmate, is that, but it's so much more.
Right.
Right. I remember at a time when I was young, I thought like when I stopped cheating, I would have the best relationship. And it was like, damn, that's just like entry level of relationship. Like I thought like that was the relationship when it's not.
Right.
But yeah, man.
So you're ready.
Yeah. But
good.
I think you are too, though.
I think so too.
You know, it's funny talking about relationships. I mean, you said on one podcast that you never got the love reciprocated back. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
But except for one. But you ain't want to talk about that one.
No, I still won't.
And I'm curious, you don't have to say the name, but why is that something that like when you think back, you still have feelings and something that you haven't gotten over yet? Why is that something that you don't want
to be addressed? Really, we just leave things where they are at,
But if that's the one that you care for,
yeah, I mean, I still, have love. Doesn't mean, but I don't want to bring light to the situation.
Even without speaking on the person.
Yeah, it just really doesn't need to be brought up. So I'm just learning in life. Some things are just, that are left unsaid. No hard feelings, But,
explain to me that. Why?
Like what you put out. I don't want people in my business like that. I'm very protective of my energy right now in life, so.
It's funny. I was just reading this book and they was talking about.
But wait, hold on, not to cut you off. What did I say in the interview? That
no, you were just saying like you don't think
I did love one person or that person gave that love back to me.
Yeah. You was just saying basically how you, and I can show you the name of the interview. It was like a month or two ago. Ask her, just talk. Y'all can talk. It's
No,
fine.
no,
It's
but
fine.
what interview?
I'll tell you, it's okay. I got receipts. It's
Because
okay.
I just was like, hold up. Cause
Yeah, I got
I
receipts.
don't be saying
It's
the wrong person's name.
no, it's okay. You didn't say the name, but that's what made it stand out to me because you was like you never got your love reciprocated back, except for one relationship, and you was like you kind of like just shut it down like because he was like who he was like I don't want to talk about it at all, and I'm like I'm just curious of why you didn't want to discuss it. What?
I mean, because I was.
Let's see. What? Talk. Y'all good. It's fine. This ain't. We ain't on Oprah. Like, relax. Like, have fun, man. Live a little. Like, let's see.
That's why I'm just being careful what I say.
But don't
No,
be careful. It's It was this interview. He doesn't say his name, but it says Truth Is Studios. You can check it out.
Oh, I had a feeling.
Oh
Yeah.
That was in his building. Oh, that's pretty cool. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Yeah, but again,
Okay.
not speaking on a person, and I don't really know names. Like, right?
Yeah, I mean, no. I was speaking about my ex. That was with my ex.
And
That was
again,
it.
I
It was
still.
with- That was yeah. That's somebody I was with for 4 years, 4.5
Okay.
years. So that was my like first love.
And that's the only one you
But
felt.
I think I did say his name. They probably edited it out. Like I think I definitely said his name.
Maybe I didn't
Yeah.
get to the end,
Yeah.
but at that part, you was like, nah, you don't want to talk about it. You
Yeah, I
was
just
like,
didn't want to get too deep into it. Yeah.
why is that? But again, outside of the name and the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that the first thing that comes to your mind? I'm just picking your brains, understanding like, was that something that you were chasing at a time and you felt like you never got closure, or like what
Yeah,
made you?
I don't think we ever got closure with that situation. You know, that was my first love. Let me just put it that way. That was my first everything, and that was my longest relationship. That's the longest I've been with somebody. You know, and I think it affected previous or past things. You know, so
or things going forward after that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it was because you was chasing that love because that was your first time getting it?
I definitely was chasing the love. I think he was in just like in a space where fame just had came and it was just a lot. And I'm not saying he didn't love me because I know he did, but it just we both were young. We were young, so I don't know if we did. I don't think we really knew what love was at that age. You know, so I think maybe like if it was just a different timing. Yeah.
When you look back on those times or the times that you have loved, right, not getting stuck on like one particular person or thing, but just looking at the growth in it, right? What do you think you've grown to learn love actually is?
To be honest, I don't think I've ever really like had real love besides that one situation. And I knew he loved me. And I don't really want to get into details, but there was particular like situations that I was in and he changed my life. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that he loved me no matter what for who I was. But like I said, after those situations, I think it was more so like lust, feelings. But I don't think I really experienced love after that ever. And me, I'm like a lover girl. So me, I think like, oh, I love him. And then 2 weeks later,
You're a Cancer, right?
I'm a Cancer. So I like naturally am like a nurturer. I love people. Like I love my friends. I love, I'm very protective. I'm very like possessive over what I like and what I want. But I don't get the,
reciprocation.
Yeah. But that's just how Cancer people are.
Part of me is mad that you said the name because I want to talk about the love and like as a man, like for whatever, but speaking specifically about the love, right? One thing you said that I thought was interesting, especially amongst the Black culture, is a particular person changed my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and I'm just curious to know your thoughts. A lot of times we associate love with what somebody does for us.
Well, no, it's not. It wasn't a materialistic situation. I was, a lot of people don't know I used to dance, back in the days and here in Atlanta. So it's just like, that's something that he didn't want for me and he seen better for me as a woman. So for a man to see like, this is not where some men would just be like, go be a stripper, go dance. You know what I mean? He took me out of that environment and opened up a business for me and made me better. You know what I mean? So that's what I meant like by change my life. So I feel like that's one of his ways of showing me that he loved me, Love is more than just sex or buying me stuff or, spoiling me. It was just, showing me my worth at that time. But it was also like, anyway, it was just a lot with the situation.
You just made this so hard for me because like I don't want to like
No,
again.
I'm
I'm
just
not trying
saying-
to talk about him specifically.
I mean, we
because
can. That's my friend. Like, we're really good. Like, honestly, I don't have an issue. Me and him talk all the time. We're really good friends. I still have love for him, and that's somebody that I'll never speak down on or
for
even
sure.
speak down on
And
the situation.
I don't. But that's what I'm saying. I don't want to talk about it because the things I have to say is outside. It's outside of a person. It's really about the love, right? And and again, what I was saying was I feel like as Black people, forget the materialistic things, right?
Yeah.
We associate what somebody does for us, i.e., right? Like, okay, I don't want you being in a strip club, so I'm a provide a life for you, so you don't have to be in there, right? But again, outside of a name, right? Outside of a specific name, I feel like the right person can do that at any given time, and that doesn't necessarily mean love exactly, right? And I feel like a lot of times when you don't, not you, people. I just had a daughter, and I would love to teach my daughter. Like a lot of times, people could present something to you, and it looks like love when that's the farthest thing away from it. But again, not tying it to what you had specifically, just specifically for a situation.
No, I completely understand what you're saying. I just think that the situation, like, it's
Yeah.
it's
That's why I said like,
it's hard to.
Yeah,
that's
because we talking about it.
Yeah.
But it's a different. I'm trying to have another conversation outside of that. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm trying, but it's already we set the name and shit, so it's like fuck it, like whatever. But yeah, do you think that love can be
Absolutely, yeah.
Damn, what are some of the telltale signs from your experiences? Man, talk, bro. I keep telling you this. Like, talk, man. Relax, man.
Like using me?
Just say it.
Oh,
she got a coach in the back, y'all. Just letting y'all know. You know when you play spades and like you got that person over your shoulder, like
no,
yo.
What was the question? Sorry.
Can love be deceiving? Right? Can it look like love?
Oh yeah, like okay, yeah, like yeah, for sure. I thought somebody like loved me, but they were like using me on a financial level. And
that don't look like love at all. That's not deceiving. Like
no,
that looks
like it wasn't like no. They the way you have to like really be there to understand. Like he understood because it was like he was like mind fucking me, like trying to make me like you're gonna be my wife, like presenting this life that we were gonna create, you know. And I was like doing things that I'd never done in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, whoa. And before you knew it, I was like $70,000 in a hole, doing some crazy stuff. So yeah, and then when I looked back, I'm like, dang, you never even loved me, like you know. So, yeah.
You being somebody who loves love, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, like
right?
I just have a good heart, so I think that you know people take advantage of that, you know, and they take your kindness for weakness, and that was like that particular situation.
So how do you move differently though?
Well, now I mean.
I feel like we dive straight in. Hold up, let's rewind.
Yeah,
how are you
like,
feeling? Like what's going on? Like
this is a lot.
But no, this is the conversations I have. Like so,
This is so loud.
Nah, that's why I was like, let me rewind real quick. But these are the conversations I have. This is our first time meeting.
Yeah.
You don't know that, of course. How are you feeling? What type of space are you in right now? Like, what's going on?
I'm good. I'm okay. I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm like in a weird space. I'm at peace with myself, I would say, but I just think that there's pieces of the puzzle in my life right now I'm trying to figure out, and that's what's, you wake up with different emotions and feelings every day. I'm 29. I do want to, settle down. I do want a husband. I tell my manager that all the time, but it's like you don't want to like be forcing things. I think I learned my lesson with past situations, so I don't want to force something just because it looks good or feels good or, I want something that's just real. I have a daughter. I'm a single mom. So
how old is your daughter now?
She's 5. She's special needs. So it's not easy, raising my daughter by herself. I do have a good support system. But, I need like a backbone. You know what I'm saying? I could stand on my own. I don't really need a man, but sometimes strong people need people sometimes. Just because you're the strongest person doesn't mean you don't need somebody. We all need somebody. So I feel like, it'll be much easier if I just had somebody to kind of like, listen, I got this. I'll handle this. I'll do this for you. Like, I don't really have that in my life. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I got niggas that come at me all day, but doesn't mean I'm going to accept it. You know what I mean? I learned like everything that's glittered isn't gold.
That's a fact.
So it's like, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care who you are. Like, I'm not going to just bring you around me and my daughter, So I'm just in a space where I'm just trying to figure out building myself and then figuring out who the right person is for me.
I asked you that because I just want to like paint a picture because again, this is our first time meeting, but I want you to understand the platform, what it's about, and anything that we talk about, I don't necessarily like to cut anything out, but I will bleep things out.
Yeah.
So just let you know.
You can bleep part out.
That's fine. That's
yeah,
cool.
we don't need to, bring that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm alright with that. Yeah. So I do like bleeping it out. We won't cut it out. Just have people for imagination, right? Whatever. But I asked that because I do want to paint a picture of. I want the people to see your growth.
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes in order to see your growth, we gotta have those uncomfortable conversations and walk down places that like probably hurt. Because there's somebody out there who probably went through a similar thing, going through a similar thing, and they can learn from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to kind of like
reel
it back in. Yeah, we can't. We hit the ground running.
That's
and
why
I'm
you
like,
got the
whoa.
wine. You know, the wine starts making you.
Wait. I ain't mean to come. But I did want to just explain the purpose of the platform, so you won't just be thinking I'm trying to like.
You're fine. I'm here.
You.
Listen, I'm here to.
Let me ask you.
I guess it's my therapy session right now. So
yeah, see, that's what a lot of people say. You'd be surprised.
No, I mean I didn't.
I had grown men crying on here.
Oh no, I ain't gonna cry now, but.
She don't cry. Okay, cool. All right, man.
Yeah, I mean I will cry behind closed doors, but I don't know.
That's fine. That's cool. Yo, is it hard being Alexis Skyy?
Absolutely.
What's the hardest part about it?
Every fucking thing, like everything. It's a gift and a curse. Like I'm blessed. I'm thankful that I don't want to complain and say like, why did God give me this life? But it's like I can't do shit. I go get the mail. They're gonna say I'm fucking the mailman, and I'm talking to the mail guy. That Alexis got like doesn't matter what I do. I get judged for every little thing. If I put on something, I get judged for that. If I'm talking to, I was talking to my daughter the other day on live, disciplining her. They were like, I'm yelling at her, and that's not yelling. That's how I discipline my daughter. Discipline. Like,
and even if it is,
but that's what I'm saying. I see people talk to their kids crazy, and sometimes like we have our moments where you just snap. We all don't, as mothers, do that. But it's my kid. Don't tell me what, you know what I mean? Like, so that was a prime example. I'm talking to my daughter, and I told her to slow down before she chokes on her food, and they were attacking me on the shade room for that, So it doesn't matter what I do. I feel like nothing I do is good enough for people,
Have you
I could do good and it's still not good. If I do bad, it's bad. You know what I mean? It's just like, bad. Yeah.
Have you embraced it yet?
I don't care. Sometimes I do. I just learn to just not care. I don't even read comments. I don't care. Fuck these people.
Facts.
Like, honestly. I even told, like, TZ the other day, I was like, I just started back, like, taking bookings. I haven't hosted in, like, a year. And, like, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm about to just host. Like, this is just what I want to do. Like, yes, I was on my spiritual journey. I think part of my journey was just, like, finding, like we said, like, finding myself, finding who Alexis was. And I think that was the part that people are not understanding. Like, I got closer to God just to, like, remove certain things and stuff out of my life, but it doesn't mean I had to stop being who Alexis was or is. And I think I allowed like the outside influence to try to create this narrative that I had to be like this holy, godly woman that couldn't do certain things. I still love God, and God still loves me, and I'm not perfect, and he sees it. I still wake up and pray every day. I still go to sleep and pray every day. We all sin. We all sin every day. You know what I mean?
That's why we here.
But I think that me being in those clubs might help some girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, see my transition and my growth. Yeah, I might go host, but I might not be in the club doing what I was doing last year, upside down on the couch twerking. I might be in there just more of a lady. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way to carry yourself. And I think I had to learn how to become and embrace who Alexis really is, and just realize my worth. But that doesn't really make me, I posted a flyer the other day, like I'm hosting, they was attacking me, So, yeah, it's hard being me.
That was the one thing I noticed that I thought was
I just turned the comments off because guess what? I'm still gonna get my money.
That's what I was about to say. That I noticed that I looked on your page and I saw all of the flyers. You turned the comments off but I seen that, and then I seen an older interview when you were like first coming into your journey. You were saying like how you don't want to be in the club.
Well, I didn't want to be in the club because I used to have a problem with alcohol because I used to drink a lot to cope with my depression, so I used to drink and just pass out. Like, no, it's not funny, TC. Like, I used to wake up like on the floor, and I'm an angry drunk, so I want to fight. I started calling people. It wasn't cute. So hostings were like triggering me because I was just out. Like it was just making it worse. It was an excuse to just keep going to get drunk every weekend, so I just really needed a break. It had nothing to do with anything else, but I just needed a break from that environment. And I took almost a year off, and I'm like, now I'll go to the club, and don't get me wrong, like I just started back drinking on my birthday, which is July. And probably from July to now, I probably blacked out twice. I have.
Cheers to that shit.
Yeah. Cheers.
I mean, I don't know if we should cheers to that, but whatever.
I'm being real, but I've learned self-control. And that's why I'm proud of myself, because I'm able to drink and I'm not just like blacking out every day. You know what I'm saying? So that was the reason why I stopped hosting, not because it didn't look good. That's how I got my name. You know what I mean? From hosting. Like I host parties, people want to see me, people want to take pictures, there's people that look up to me, so.
No, in the interview, it was this lady, Blue Couch, I think, I'm not really sure, but you said something that was that made me think, because you was like, you didn't want to like promote it though. You didn't want to promote liquor and like the club to people. And what I thought was interesting was you were new into your like your journey, not new to God, right? Let's get that straight. You wasn't new to God, but you was new into this. This was like a new journey for you. And I thought it was interesting because we all are kind of like that. But that's good. Like they teach me at church, like the guys who just start coming to church, like they're the best people to go get other people to come into church because they're the most excited, for lack of better words, right? And when I seen it, that's the first thing I saw, right? But again, I'm doing research. Like I'm looking back, right? So I'm doing research and I'm saying you saying these things, but the first thing I think is like, maybe is she in over her head? Is she ready for? Is she mentally ready for what she's saying she's going to do, right? And then I see on Instagram a flyer, right? And me, because I'm not judging you, the first thing I thought was
what anybody else would say. Yeah, but I get it, and that's what we were talking about as a team. Like maybe I should have thought about things before I said it, but I was just speaking how I felt at the moment. But my whole thing is my journey was my journey. I think I was just finding who I was. And once I realized that, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to stop being who I am, but I just changed a lot of my ways.
Exactly.
But it doesn't make God's not going to stop loving me because I'm hosting a club. You know what I'm saying? Like I was allowing a lot of people in my ear to tell me that I couldn't do this. I couldn't be this. I had to stop doing this in order to live this life. You understand?
Yeah.
So I was being influenced in that direction, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll stop everything.
But even outside of the
but
influence,
maybe I wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Outside of the influence, that's what.
Is that what you wanted to answer?
No,
maybe I wasn't ready.
But that's okay. We do that so many times.
But I tried. And I think that's all
as
that
humans, we do that so many times.
And I'm still trying.
Right. We're all flawed. We're all sinners. Like you said, that's the reason we're on this earth, because of our sin. We're here because of our sin, right? So the fact that and I was just wondering, how do you make that decision knowing I don't want to say the mistakes, but that's out there in the public, right? I don't want to do this. And then you decide to do it. I'm pretty sure there's so many people who are quick to judge you and say what you shouldn't do or how you are a hypocrite or whatever. I know you say you don't care about people or their opinions, but does that bother you even a little bit?
No, it doesn't bother me because I'm human. And at the end of the day, what y'all want me to do? I can't, nobody's perfect in this world. I would say maybe 1% of me cares. I would say 1%. I'd be like, okay.
Thank you for being honest. Just
for being accountable of what I said. You know what I mean? As your word is all you have. So I don't want people not to be able to trust certain things that I say. But it's I'm not perfect in no journey. That's why it's called a journey. Right. There's no straight road. So I don't feel like I'm going backwards. I feel like, I'm just being who I truly am. And I'm just letting people know that it's okay. Nobody's perfect, and God will still continue to love you the same way. And I can still, love God. I still pray, and I'm still a Christian.
It's the only thing consistent in life is change, right? And things change all the time. What do you say to the young lady who might be experiencing the same thing and they might be scared to go back to clubs, right? She said she wasn't going to do it, but bro, she made a mistake, right? She wasn't ready yet. And she's she's on a fence of man, do I do this or I'm gonna look crazy? I don't want people to judge me. What do you say to that girl?
I mean, I honestly do what your heart do what your heart tells you to do. At the end of the day, the mind will trick you. But everybody's situation is different. I'm a single mom. You can't, there's no man taking care of me. So people don't know why I have to go do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Like, my situation might be different from somebody else's, so it's not really anybody's business why I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I know what I said, but this is my journey, and this is the way I'm choosing to be on my journey. And yes, I decided to host and do, I've given up a lot of things. I've sacrificed a lot of things on this journey and a lot of personal stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I've grown a lot as a woman. I'm not the same Alexis. I might have took a step back and yes, went back to the club. I need to make money. I have a daughter to take care of. I have food to put on the table. I have a lot of people that I take care of. So that's not y'all business. Until God puts me in a better position and those doors will continue to open, then I'll remove that. Until then, I'm going to do what I need to do.
What do you think was the biggest area of growth in you from then to now?
A lot. Like, I don't even, I just know my worth now. Like, as a woman, I just present myself differently. I carry myself differently, I don't even have the ego. I used to want to be on the internet. Like, I used to think just, being half naked was just, it. Would get, you know what I mean? Now, I just like dressing up, fully clothed and still feel beautiful. I have the confidence and still, embracing my beauty and still be sexy at the same time and still be a mom all at once. So. And
you thought at one point it was just like, man, I just got to do
I feel like that's all I knew, like, where I came from and what I used my past, that's how I made my money. It was survive, so showing my body was part of how I made my money.
It's funny, well, not funny, it's crazy that you said it's hard being you because of you not being able to do things and people not and just having a voice and feeling like they can voice their voice on and opinions about what you're doing, right? That's one particular thing, it being hard being Alexis Skyy. The first thing that came to my mind was the fact that people are always going to try to hold you to who they first met you as. Do you feel like that sometimes? That people try to hold you as the old Alexis Skyy when it's bro, it's so many, I'm a different person.
My grandma always says, not, where you start is where you finish. So I feel like my past won't define my future. I know people that, look at, for example, look at how people started and look where they're at now. You can't judge nobody,
Yeah, I mean, shit.
You know
look
what
at,
I mean?
look at Cardi B. She was.
But that's what I'm saying. But look at Tyler Perry. Look at him. He
that's
was.
A great
you know what I'm saying? Look at Tyler Perry.
Fact.
He was a homeless, living in his car, and he's one of the richest men in Atlanta. You can't judge nobody just because I had a dance host doing this. 3 years from now, I might be, a billionaire.
No,
and then
facts.
what y'all gonna say?
Yeah.
What
Look
y'all
at Kim
gonna
Kardashian.
say about? That's exactly. Look at Kim, prime example. So it's just be careful how you treat and what you say about people.
No, that's a fact.
Because the ones that you talk about be the ones that really make it. And honestly, that's what happened to me in school. People used to talk and judge me and bully me. And the same people that bully me in school have to watch me now. You know what I'm saying? So I just be careful on how you, what you say about people.
No, facts. That's crazy.
I'm not the type of person, I don't go on the internet. I don't laugh at people's pain. Sometimes I just okay, she's tripping. But I even see certain people on the internet. I was okay, she never did that. But I'm not about to get under the comments and down somebody. You just never know what somebody's going through.
Comments real for sure.
Yeah, but you just don't know what somebody's going through, and you don't know that person could be going through whatever, and then they could wake up and change their whole situation. No,
that makes sense. Yeah, I was curious about Love and Hip Hop. You was on Love and Hip Hop for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? You don't like that? You don't fuck with Love and Hip Hop?
No, I do. I'm thankful. It was. Listen, I'm grateful for.
If you don't fuck with them, cool. I don't fuck with them.
No, I don't not fuck with them. It's just,
I'm just saying, hey, I'm on whatever you want. We here. Shit, we can team up. No, so
I don't not fuck with them. That was my past. We're on to newer things now, but that was part of my life.
When you think of Love and Hip Hop, what do you think now?
Well, I just feel like Love and Hip Hop just made a complete fool out of me in a lot of ways, and that's why when I made that face, I feel like they didn't really they clowned me in so many different ways. They never really got to show, just even with my story, just different things. My daughter, they played me for 4 years, and it wasn't cool. So that's all I gotta say. I don't really fuck with it.
I ask you that because that seems like it's an ongoing thing with so many women that come on Love and Hip Hop, but it's posed as an opportunity to be successful. It's posed as an opportunity to get your music heard. It's posed as opportunities for them to know you And it's like that's never been the case. And we have so many examples of that not be. Yeah, we got Cardi B.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, one
but
other
everybody
person.
thinks that they can be like, it's just not that. Like, I don't know. All I know is with the TV world and with that franchise, you just gotta be very careful and you gotta know what you signing up for. And what I learned is like the first year I let them basically, I was their puppet, and then my last season with them, I wasn't playing with them. I was like, look, so I obviously they don't like me. So I caused too much problems for them, like, because I wasn't trying to, like, I would deny, like, wanting to film certain things, but, and then sometimes I felt like I had to film or I wouldn't get paid, so.
Understanding that, but let's go back, right? Like, not judging, right? Understanding the young lady that you were going into Love and Hip Hop, of course, you think is an opportunity. You can make money, having fun, whatever the case may be, right? Fast forward now with everything you learned, right? To the young lady who feel the same exact way. I literally just sat here and talked to somebody, and she literally said, I'm just going on it. Before she got on there, I'm going on there because they're going to show me, my family. I'm like, they tell that to everybody. Like, literally.
They lie.
They tell that to everybody now. Look at the storyline. But outside of that, to the young lady who does believe in that, like, yo, I'm going to just go in there. They're going to show me my personality, and I'm going to gain followers and gain an influence off of this. What do you tell that young lady? Outside of just, forget Love and Hip Hop. Let's not just, because, again.
Like, that wants to go on TV and stuff?
Reality TV, yeah.
I just feel like everything, like I said, everything that's glitter isn't gold. Like, I feel like don't just jump the gun just because you want to be famous. It's a lot that comes with it, and you got to be prepared for what comes with it. Like, my whole life was exposed. Things I didn't even want out got exposed, because of that. And I signed up for that. So I can't blame Love and Hip Hop because I entered that world, and they're doing their job, and I have to do mine. But it's unfortunate that they put you through certain things because, you see people that go to jail. It's a lot of stuff it's a lot of BS, It's a lot of politics. There's a lot of favoritism, and it's just reality, and it's just TV. So you just got to, like, know what you're getting yourself into, and just, like, fame isn't everything. So I know I'd rather be rich than famous. You know what I'm saying?
Some people think that's how they're going to get rich.
No. Fame, let me tell you something. I don't got $5.6 million, so straight up. I got 5.6 million followers. I don't got $5.6 million. So followers and fame doesn't mean anything.
That's crazy because, like, it's absolutely right. And it's just like, I don't want to be that old nigga talking, but it's like you see so many women fall into this trap.
They do. They clout is a drug, and it's sickening. Like, I'm not going to lie, like, I'm not going to say I ever wanted clout because I've always been popular my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Even in school, I was always that girl. You know what I mean? But it's like, so I've never experienced the whole clout thing. You know what I mean? But I think I did do things for attention at some point in life. Like, attention seeking. But the whole, like, wanting to be around and get no. No.
Yo, it's crazy. We had diving more into the serious conversations, right? But I seen this the clip of Brittany Renner, that's her name, saying like 35 bodies. She want to take a drink? Can I pull up there? Let me pull up there.
Oh.
Hey, I work hard at this shit, man. I be studying shit, man. What you about to say? Speak up, man. Speak up. What you say? We want to know what you saying. I told you when you play spades, that partner on the other man's team, you be mad as hell. Like, bro, what the hell? But what you about to say? Go ahead. Speak up, man. Nigga, cause bro, this is. I told you this ain't Oprah, bro. You can say it. We have fun in this motherfucker.
She nasty. I just said read.
Oh. Well, that ain't your voice. But anyway, I seen this clip, Brittany Renner, right? And she was talking about 35 bodies. And, like, me personally, outside of the 35 bodies, I don't really care. Like, you're a grown woman. Like, me personally, you can call me whatever you want. I don't care. What, that's a lot? Too much?
No.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
I was nothing.
Oh, the
No. I was laughing at what you said in my head. Like,
what was funny? Share.
Nothing. Just continue.
35 bodies a lot?
Yeah.
Is it too much?
That's her. Listen, that's her.
Is 35 bodies too much?
Absolutely. I mean, but I feel like, okay.
Go ahead.
I just feel like even if it wasn't too much, why are you telling? Like, it's not nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure people got past 35.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. But that's not nobody's business.
But she might be empowered.
But that's disgusting, and that's like very
35 bodies is disgusting, or expressing?
No, I didn't say the 35 bodies.
Saying it
because half of the world probably has more than 35 bodies. Let's be real.
That's what I'm saying.
We ain't gonna sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna knock her for like she just a whore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know.
But she might be a whore too, but who cares?
Yeah, I mean, she can be a whore, but I was
a whore too.
Listen, I don't judge nobody. I'm not judging her. I'm just saying that she can be just be a quiet whore. Just be quiet. There's no need to like.
An undercover freak.
But why are you telling the world? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's nasty to me.
It was acts. It's fun.
Even if you had 100, even if you had 100 bodies, that's not nobody's business. And I don't think that's even cute or tasteful for a man to even hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you do is what you do.
Right. No, I get it.
Because, like I said, there's people that probably have more bodies than her. So we can't. Who are we to judge Brittany? Hey. I might not, just because I don't care for her. Like, you know, I don't know her. I just don't care for the things that come out her mouth as a woman.
Okay.
You know, I can't say I don't like her. I don't care for the things that come out her mouth.
Okay, forget Brittany Renner. Yeah. The real question.
No, I'm just saying I don't like that.
Yeah, forget. It was a time where.
Oh, okay.
It was a time where a particular person cheated on you and had
Who?
And had
cheated on me,
bro. It's bro. You think I don't do my damn research? It's all in the fucking.
Who this for? Because who this for?
Who this for? You gotta put a good show you I ain't for clout. On the fucking shit you said, you was hurt because stepped out on you.
Oh, but that was the number one cheater in my life, boy. That boy cheated. That man had babies on me.
That's what I'm.
Oh, okay. I thought because you didn't say you could have just said his name.
Because you said we didn't want to.
Oh, okay. Don't say his name then.
Can somebody help me out? I'm trying to be the respect. I'm giving you so much respect, and you just over there just trying to. I'm giving you so. Am I tripping? I'm giving her the most respect, the utmost respect.
All right.
But anyway, it was a time where that happened, and you was furious at that because, like, I guess the close, you was like, "Yo, you would never do that."
Yeah, but I never cheated on him ever. For 4 years, I never cheated on that man. I was not.
But you stepped out, then went back home.
No, sweetheart. I never cheated on him. I was a housewife, literally shopping every day.
I love the support.
Every time I got cheated on, money was in my account and I just shopped. I was really getting mentally abused, like literally, for 4 years. So imagine the one time I decided to step out. Like, and when I mean step out, is like I gave myself to somebody else after 4 years. You know what I mean? So it's like, I never cheated, ever. Now, after that, you know.
Wait, what?
For sure.
I don't know who that is. I really don't know these people. I swear to God, bro.
Yeah.
Like, y'all be thinking, like, people be thinking I be like, I don't.
No, but I never.
I know this because of my research, bro.
No. I never. But I never cheated. I never cheated.
Okay. Because I was gonna ask you, did that like kind of make you think twice about how things happen? Because like sometimes we could be when we could always say what we wouldn't do in a situation.
But you had to think like the person I was dealing with was new and a new upcoming artist. You know how the tour life is. They never, like fame. Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff comes with that. The jewelry, the money, the girls. You're in a different city. The tour bus, your boys, the guys around him was influencing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I was getting cheated on. I knew it.
And you was just okay with it.
I mean, I was in the house. Listen, I was in my 8-bedroom house. I was shopping every day. I had a business. At that point, I just had to get smart. I opened up a spa at 18. Like, I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, a man's going to do what he want to do. I learned that at that age.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't stop him. What am I going to do? Don't cheat on me? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you could leave?
But I loved him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into that. This is the thing. At that age, I was very young and naive.
I get that.
And I felt like I didn't really know I didn't know where I was going to go. I was scared. I had just left from like dancing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Imagine somebody just taking you, putting you up. Where am I going to go?
I understand.
You know what I mean? I'm going to go back to the club? Hell no.
No, I get that.
I ain't going back to the club.
No, I get that.
So I did what I needed to do. And I experienced what a lot of women are now, I'm happy I experienced that at an early age because now I'm definitely not like, yeah.
But I feel like that's
and if it happens now, just know that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that is an 18. But I feel like that is an 18-year-old thing, though. Like, I mean, that is something that you learn at 8. Like, I'm not here to judge.
But there's some women that deal with that currently, that are that's dealing with that currently right now. What I went through when I was 18.
What do you say to those people?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you say to those people? You got the first-hand experience.
He's going to have to pay for the pain and suffering. Every time. That checking account going to keep shooting up.
Wait, he going to have to pay for the pain?
Pay for the pain and suffering. What? It's the truth.
I don't get
you want
it.
to keep you want if you're married or you're in a like, okay, I'm talking about like engaged or whatever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not talking about boyfriend, girlfriend, little play because
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Okay.
I was engaged at that age. You know what I mean. Like, so I'm saying like, what you gonna do? Like a lot of women don't have. What are they gonna do? Where are they gonna go? You don't understand. These men kind of like take their independence away. It is important to be independent. You know what I mean. But where are they gonna go? So
This is a fire conversation.
they gotta
right
pay
here.
for the pain and suffering. I mean, that's the best thing I can tell him. And figure out whatever money he's given, you better try to open up a business or have a plan B and figure some stuff out so you're able to, if you don't want to deal with it, you can go.
Get back.
But a lot of women don't have a way out.
I want you to get back in your mode like 10 minutes ago, right when you was upset. I'm gonna pitch something my idea, and I want to know like why am I wrong with that?
What?
So my first idea when you say that, I'm like, yo, the money can't even be worth the shit you going through. Like for me, because again, I'm not a woman. I haven't gone through that. I don't understand, right? Clearly, you able to understand it to a deeper connection, and I think that's dope.
Yeah.
But enlighten me, like, because for me, it's like, yo, that's dumb. Like, why would a woman stay with a man who's cheating even though he giving her money? That don't make no sense.
No, I'm saying like, okay, I'm saying like for the deeper situations, like people that are married, you can't just up and go. Divorces aren't cheap. You know what I mean? It takes a process. So I just said at that point, a lot of people stay married, and you know why, right? Because
It's cheaper to cheaper.
Yeah, you know that saying, right? So think about on the woman's side, like a woman's gonna stay because why? The money, the kids. You know, do you think she's gonna just go? What's she gonna do?
So is that worth your heart?
No, it's not. I don't think so. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Like a lot of people. That's what I said with marriage. Some people are marrying for love. Some people marry for money. Unfortunately, that's how life is. People marry because they are truly in love with the person, and some people are married because of financial wealth.
Bro, that's like heartbreaking. Like about to get married, like just hearing that and like.
And you can still love the person though, but
through all of the heartbreak, through all of the cheating, all of the treating you bad, you still can love somebody.
What?
Through all of the heartbreak.
Yeah.
Through all of the cheating.
Still love them?
You can still love that person, you saying?
Yeah, I still love them. But you mean like still stay?
Both.
I mean, at that point, I'd probably be doing me too.
What's the point of being there?
Yeah, like you have to understand, like marriage. I'm talking about married people.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, like I see it today. I see it happen like in front. I see it happen every day. I watch married men and I watch married women that are out here really like, it's just how society is. I'm not saying like, unfortunately, I'm not in no situation. I'm not married, so I don't.
Yeah, we just talking about it. It's
I
fine.
don't know how I would react. I'm just saying like what I see, happens. They stay because their husband is paying for their pain and suffering, or they're taking care of the lifestyle, or their kids, or they're put up, so they feel like, and I'm sure they're empty and broken in the inside. I'm very sure. Do they deserve that? Absolutely not. But it's just how things are.
That's crazy.
That's how society has made marriage become. That's why I had asked you in the beginning, like, wow, you're right, and you were very confident about your marriage, and you don't see that too much because these men walk around here, oh, I'm married, my wife this, my wife that. Yeah, nigga, real right. My wife this, and you be right there tricking on your on the next girl.
It's not crazy if you got a plan.
He said, it's not crazy if you got a plan. What's your name again? I'm sorry, bro. CC is here. He said it's not crazy if you got a plan because they not gonna hear. Now I hear you. It's just unfortunate because I don't know. Like I just feel like you shouldn't go through that no matter what. Like I feel like a lot of times people put money over everything. Like they put money over themselves. They put money over like what they got inside, and they really empty because they put money over everything. And I feel like if you don't stand for something, you'll die for anything. So like if I can pay you to cheat on you and disrespect you, I can pay you to do
I'm not
anything.
saying I agree. I'm just saying it happens.
I feel you, but I asked you what was your advice, but you said make sure you get paid for pain and suffering. That was your advice to the woman that's going through it. That's what your advice was.
Yeah, or just leave. That's the only two things I could say. Because the only reason why I'm saying that is because realistically, what woman really just goes? Like, I'm a woman. Like, these women, they say they're going to leave and they still stay because the men break them down. They break them to where they need them. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, what women do you see just up and go? I do see some women get the fuck on, and just go. But 9 out of 10 times, it's like a mental thing.
I feel like I see more women get up and go than men for sure.
I don't.
No?
I see a lot of women just, I have friends, like not friends, I have associates that I see go through it. So it's like, I'm speaking from what I see, and you'll just be like, why are you still there? And they'll stay around. So at that point, it's like, you going to stay around and get cheated on and be looking stupid, or are you going to tell him like, all right, you want to cheat? Go let him do what he want to do, but go get some investment properties, go flip some money, so then you could be straight. And then when you're ready to leave, you can leave with something, because half of them don't have nothing to really leave with. So that's why they stay. That's why it's important to have your own too. But when you marry, like I said, some people marry for wealth. They don't marry because of love, or they got their own stuff going on. Some women marry because, oh, this man's going to take care of me. And that's just how it is nowadays.
No,
so when you don't have nothing, you kind of deal with those things.
Now, I'm glad you were able to articulate that.
That's what I meant. Like,
no, it's fine.
That's what I meant. Like, but by the pain and suffering, like, don't just sit around and be an idiot and be a doormat either. So you think it's like, because I'm married to this man, it's okay for him to be out with this girl, and I'm supposed to sit here and just like, okay, no. I don't know. I just think infidelity is the one, when we talk about marriage, right? I think that's the one reason you can leave in marriage. When we talk about God and the Bible, that's the one reason why you can divorce and leave. It's wrong. It's 100% wrong. But we got to understand the word. We can, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. But in this generation, what we've created in society, it's messed up. This whole world, the social media, all this stuff has messed up what marriage really is supposed to be and what relationships are really supposed to be. Like, these things don't really last or exist no more. Yeah, it's harder. It's very hard.
It is. No,
out here in these streets. It's hard.
It is. Social media, you know what I'm saying? Everything people think we have so much access when we really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think just because you can see a fat ass or a pretty face on Instagram, like, bro, I can get that, or I can sit next to somebody. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like I just never like believed in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like what makes you different is what makes you special, right? So the fact that I can sit next to, I don't know, a beautiful woman that might got everything going on and still understand I got a woman at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what make me special. Like, and like, I feel like I wish other people would see that in themselves. Because a lot of people, like, they fall short of temptation. Temptation is real, though. Let's not get it fucked up, right? Temptation is real, and I understand that, right? And I would never
cast self-control, though.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that self-control is what make you stand out. Like, that consistency in your work is what make you stand out.
Self-control is super big, and that's good that you have that. That's why I noticed that from you when I first sat down with you. I said, wow, because you were very confident in when I said, wow, are you ready for marriage? Sure. You were confident in your answer. And as I said, you don't hear that a lot that's why I said you don't hear that from a lot of black men nowadays. Because I know married men that are out here just acting a fool and cutting up. Just cutting up.
It's tempting.
And they're my friends.
For sure, but...
And it's kind of like, it's sad to see, Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How important is it to choose the right person?
It's very important, because even hanging around these guys that I know that are married, like, and like I said, these are my homeboys, like my brothers, and I was like, damn, like, that could be me. So it kind of scares you a little bit, And like, dang, like, and he got, he's like well put together businessman, you know what I mean? Very successful, but it doesn't matter. It could be, I don't think it really matters. I feel like if a man is not ready, he's not ready.
Do you think a lot of things change your mind? Another hard question, I'm sorry. A lot of things change your perspective on how you think about things, having a daughter and having like an absent father, for lack of better words?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I raised her by myself, so any man that I bring in this around her, for sure, like...
It makes you look at things differently going forward.
Yeah, everything.
Do you think you needed that?
Yeah. I think that's why God gave me a daughter. To, slow me down in a lot of different ways and to make sure, So, I think he does everything for a reason. I don't question. Sometimes I question, like, well, why did all this happen? But, I don't know if it was meant for me to have a baby and then have a family right away. I think it was you know, my daughter was here to help make me stronger and mold me into the woman I need to be. So I don't think it was meant for me to just automatically, you know, some people just have a baby and get married. Like, no.
How much did that mean to you, like, just to be that independent?
A lot. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
How hard is that to even, like, we talk about your daughter, you talking about special needs, like, how hard is that, like, to even?
I mean, my daughter's strong. She's, you know, she's a fighter. I'm blessed that, you know, it's not like there's a lot of other special needs parents out there that I know probably have it a little bit harder than I do. I know my daughter is very fortunate and blessed to, you know, they told me she was going to do a lot of things and she's beating all the odds. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful for those things. Sure. And, you know, it's still bits and it's challenges with like certain stuff. And I have a support system and I just think that, you know, just got to stay strong and continue to just like be the best mom I could be.
What's the hardest part you think?
Patience. My patience be like running low sometimes, but she teaches me how to have them because she's so innocent. So it's like even when I'm angry, it's like 2 minutes later, it's like I can't even be, you know what I mean? She's so like an innocent soul. She doesn't mean no harm. She, you know.
Yo, it's
so
funny.
It's just like when you look at her, it's like, oh, okay.
Nah, facts. Like my mom's was a single parent, right? And like growing up, I always had this respect for like single mothers because like that's all I knew. Like my mom's, we went through some shit, you feel me? And like, I think now I got a 2.5-month-old, right? And just understanding the dynamic and both of us are there, right? Like we both live in the house and it's hard as hell, right? And I just thought like, yo, imagine what my mom's had to go through just having her
seeing it like, yeah.
by herself.
Yeah.
And I was wondering like, man, just being a single parent, raising, like when she crying, you don't have nobody to pass off to. You can't just take her.
No, I had my mom and my grandma there, but I didn't have a man there. It was all women. So I'm thankful that I had like the womanhood, like the beginning part, even till now, I still have a little bit of help, you know.
No, that's hard,
but I'm
man.
still a single mom.
Nah, facts. And you doing a lot of things now that I think you were doing something for like the a program, you was a movement you was pushing for.
What?
Some businesses you got.
For her?
Yeah, or
what, her company?
Yeah.
She has a hair company, like hair drops.
No, I thought you was doing something else. It was like for the I can't remember.
I have a lot of like women communities, so maybe like
I don't remember.
Like Girls in Charge, like marketing.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay.
I don't know. I know because you had a couple minutes. You had the one where you was doing like out of an Airbnb. You got kicked out of it, right? No? Oh, my bad. Too much information?
I got kicked out of... No,
yeah, they was snitching on you because you was doing like... You had like people that got surgeries. You was taking care...
my recovery house. That wasn't Airbnb.
I mean, you had it in a halfway house and they kicked you out because you gave it up or something. Like, come on, bro. Like she making like, I don't know, nothing.
No, because no, that's not what happened, actually.
So they wanted snitching on you. People was calling... They was calling the people on you and shit?
No, yeah, I didn't have my license.
Oh, yeah.
So I was in Egypt, and then they shut my house down. The state did. So, yeah.
Because them people snitched on you?
No. It was an inside job with somebody that was working with me. So it was somebody hating on me, and they try to, like, did they do what they need to do? They shut the business down. Yeah.
Fuck them niggas. Fuck it. What else you got going on? What's else going on? I'm sorry. Businesses. Talk to me. Come on.
So right now, I have a community that I'm working on. It's called
shit.
It is hot.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to hear this shit. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead. God damn. What? Yeah, angle your mic to your mic. It's hot as a mother. Y'all not hot. Like, he got a fucking jacket on. He got hoodies and shit on. I'm sorry. God damn. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You just like, hold on. I need a second. Take your time.
Yeah.
Shit, you want some more wine?
No, absolutely not.
You a little smized?
Yeah.
You not smized? Nasty ass wine. That's probably why she smized, because that shit wasn't good.
It is not good.
It's hot as shit in here. Why is it when it's hot I want to drink more? Fuck. Go ahead. You got businesses going on right now. I'm sorry. I apologize. Come on.
Yeah, so I have a woman community right now for, it's called Rich Girl Society. So it's basically for moms and just women that want to make passive income. So I have like Airbnb and, it's like a community to help fix your credit. So even if you don't have the money to help you start, no, I'm good. To help you with like business funding, so you can, you know, get your own Airbnb and stuff. So I'm starting that. I got a couple, you know, movies I'm about to do, filming, working on a show.
Big movie star.
Yeah.
What show is going? It's not going to be on Tubi, is it?
No, I don't know yet. We're working on some stuff. So.
Even if it be on Tubi, it's fine.
No, I'm saying I'm about to work on some.
I'm joking.
I think it actually is going to be on Tubi, right? Damn. Shit. It what? No, 'cause I actually had to read. Shit.
It's a joke, bro.
It is going to be on Tubi. Well.
I'm hot as shit, bro. I'm sorry. It's hot.
So
There's some good movies on Tubi, bro. They have you go down a rabbit hole, bro. Oh, the Tubi original. Put some respect on it.
What was the other Tubi?
Wait, what?
I don't know the difference.
I thought it was just Tubi.
I don't have Tubi at all, so.
Oh, so it's like a Netflix. So it don't be on Tubi?
No, it be on Tubi.
So it's Tubi.
You got the Tubi movies, it's like the trash ones, but then you like Tubi originals is like the ones.
Like the shit from the other girl that was on Love and Hip Hop with Omarion, right? What was that movie? What movie was that? I forgot. Whatever. But yeah, you got movies coming out. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, so.
Excuse the ignorance, man. It's hot as shit.
That was that. Okay.
What? She can't joke with us, bro. She ain't feeling it.
I could joke. Hold up, my eyes is watering a little bit. Okay. What else? I have so much going on. Okay, so yeah. Then I have this Girls in Charge group. I have a business partner, so we have a women's marketing group. So we take trips with different girls and help them with business funding. So we just left Tulum. I have like my Her and Healing group, Bible study group on Wednesday night. So we do Bible study.
What's the last time you studied at Bible study?
On Wednesday.
What's the last thing you studied at Bible study?
True. Actually, it was yesterday. It was a deep conversation. We was talking about voodoo and stuff and
voodoo at Bible study?
Yeah, because it was just like a deep conversation. We were talking about in the Bible basically like how, you know, they were talking about a lot of sacrificing and like animals in the Bible. So my question was why
In the Old Testament.
Yeah, so but we were reading and I'm like, so I had a question. I have a question like why back then, like in the Bible, they keep talking about sacrificing all these animals, but nowadays when you say something about sacrificing, they think you're doing voodoo or it's considered a ritual or something, but that's what they were doing then. So it was a deep question. So it got into like a whole thing, and then pretty much the answer was pretty much because like they were sacrificing to God and not to another power. Like, you know how in Atlanta you have like different religions. Here people do like Ifa and all these things.
Wait, what?
Like, you know, like different.
What's going on in Atlanta?
No, I don't know. I'm saying like, and then you have like people that like psychic readers. Like, there's different people that people go pay. There's different people that they pay, which is considered their gods. You know, so it's a difference. So that's why I was asking, because we were reading about sacrificing, and I'm like, all this sacrificing stuff in the Bible. What's the difference between now people doing sacrifices now? It was a deep question. So
what's the best part of your spiritual journey right now? Like, what's the most interesting part? Not even best. What's the most interesting? Like
I mean,
it might caught you off guard.
I just feel like in the beginning part, when I had like, you know, in the beginning, just the encounterment.
Church is scary as hell.
Well, it's not even so much church. It was more so just when I had my moment with God, you know, and you know, it's a personal moment that I talked to him, and once you feel him and you receive him, that's just what it is. And I've always been a believer, and you know, everybody has their own beliefs, but once you just accept and believe, you know, and I think that in hard times it's super important to just pray. So,
no, facts.
but, yeah.
I appreciate you. I ain't gonna hold you up, man. This is fun. Glad we got a chance to sit down and talk. You're definitely interesting, and your story is dope. I didn't touch on all the things I want to touch on because I feel like it wasn't the time, but you know.
Anything else you want to ask me before I get off?
I mean, I got a list of things.
No, you could just ask me one good question.
What, bro? You ask me anything else? Let me
No,
check.
we're gonna have a hot question and I'll answer it.
I'm not good at hot questions.
No, just I'm in the hot seat for 1 minute. So ask me anything you want to ask me, and then I will know.
I did want to talk to you about
Anything you want to ask me.
Nah, because all my questions are serious. I try to make it light, but all my questions are like super serious. I wanted to have a
It's
deep
okay, we're about to
conversation
be in
with
the
you.
way. You told her? Okay.
I wanted to talk about like the human trafficking thing you went through.
Okay.
Like I told all my questions are super deep.
That's fine. I mean, it's not my first rodeo talking about it.
I saw you talk about it a couple times.
Yeah.
I feel like again that was another thing that Love and Hip Hop try to like.
Yeah, play. Like they.
Cause I seen when you first talked about it, right? I
Yeah.
think you was like, what was interesting to me because you posted it on Instagram and you was like, don't ask me, wait till the episode come out to see what was going on. And honestly,
But
that
that's what
made
they
me cringe.
But that's what they told me to do.
I believe you.
That was what, like, you know, imagine somebody, like, it was the first time ever speaking about it, and then they were like, oh, we're going to give you opportunity on this platform to talk about what happened, and then, like, that's what I was told to post. And then they made a whole complete, like, you know, joke about my, like, what really, you know, something serious. But it's fine, because, like, now I've had other opportunities to speak on it, you know. I just did a Revolt Summit about, you know, Black girls missing and stuff, so it was super big, and I was glad I was able to be a voice there because I didn't realize how many girls are missing nowadays. And it's like, you know, it happened to me, you know? So, and it happens in all different ways. And for me to be, you know, to use my platform and bring awareness is super important.
How does that happen?
It could happen anyway. You know, for me, my situation was friends, you know, hanging around the wrong people. I got caught up in the wrong crowd, and I was at a young, you know.
So now I want to know details. My if you don't mind, my daughter. I have another daughter who's 14, and like she's in high school now. She's a freshman. Some of her friends be talking about the podcast and stuff like that. So like, for you in that moment, like how does that happen? How do you see some telltale signs that you can stay away from? If you're okay with sharing.
Well, then and now is completely, well, it's not that far apart, but it is a gap. I just feel like now, like the generation, the girls are a little more grown and faster. So I just feel like they just need to be careful with the people they're hanging around and the guys that they're talking to. Just be careful. It starts with, you know, the environment, to be honest. Like, I think I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, hanging around the wrong people, and I got led into that environment where I couldn't get out, you know. Kidnapping is something you can't really, you know, that's something I don't know. Like being at a store and somebody just snatching you, that didn't happen to me, you know? Like I was led somewhere and I was held hostage, which is still a form of kidnapping, but it's like, you know, I don't really, like that when I was at the Revolt Summer, I didn't know how to like really answer those questions because I don't know how to prevent that, and I want to know and I want to learn. But I think just, you know, also not going to the gas, like me, I try not to go to the gas station or go places by myself. Like when people see a woman by themselves late nights, it's not really safe. Those are the times that you can get snatched and, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And like for girls that are 15, 16, they might go to a friend's house and getting in Ubers, things like that. I would think as like a parent, don't allow you, you know, pick your kid up. Don't let them get in a car. You know, you might feel like lazy, not want to go get them. No. Because it might be an Uber driver, you know? So.
For the woman who been through that, because I think before you shared, you didn't never speak about it. Of course, before you shared, you never spoke about it. But for that instance on Love and Hip Hop, you never spoke about it, right? To the woman out there who's been gone through that, who's been kidnapped, human trafficked, and are scared to speak about it for whatever reason it is, how do they get the confidence to speak up on those situations?
I mean, you got to speak your truth and set yourself free. That's the best thing, because that's part of, you know, a lot of damage. It damaged me a lot through my whole life. And, you know, I'm still healing from it. I mean, I'm still healing. I don't think you ever really heal. People could say, like, oh, I'm healed. But in reality, you're not, because there's so much trauma that happened that it's always going to replay in my head, even with relationships and things like triggers. Red flag, you know what I mean? Like a lot of, you know, abuse and like, you know, so for girls that get into like abusive, you know, those things will forever follow you. So it's just like, just speak and just set yourself free. Go to therapy. I never did therapy, so I think talking to somebody might help.
Therapy is fire.
Therapy is big, and I probably think I should go see a therapist now still, you know? I think maybe if I go sit with a therapist maybe for like 90 days and just like let everything out, you know, it might be different versus, you know, I could talk to my close friends and stuff, but just talking to somebody that doesn't know you know? So I want to try it. I just never had the courage to do it. So I think talking to a therapist and just being not being afraid to just, walk in your truth. And
I think
it happens to all of us.
No, you're right. I think proximity is super important, right? Because even if you don't have a therapist, if you're talking to close friends, they will encourage you to speak out, right? And the more people will encourage you to speak out, the more you feel safe and the more you feel strong. That's where you get your power from your close circle. So like, yeah, like,
and you don't know who you're helping, like
No, facts. Yo, again, I appreciate you for pulling up, man.
Thanks.
Sorry we had like a lot of messy topics, but like I was trying to get to know you.
Messy.
What?
There were some messy questions.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering everything. We had fun. You sure you want another drink?
No, I'm good.
Alexis, Skyy, everybody. J Hill podcast. You don't have nothing in there to toast about.
It's fun. Cheers.
It's hot as shit.